Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing the police clearance, Thai police clearance, specifically in the context of a K-3, CR-1, or IR-1 visa, so basically the U.S. marriage visas. The police clearance is kind of an integral document to being able to get an interview at the embassy. It's a document necessary that a Thai national especially will need, even if living abroad, or a third country national if they've ever lived in Thailand or presently live in Thailand and processing their case through the U.S. Embassy in Bangkok. It's a document that's needed. It can be a bit cumbersome to obtain, especially in these COVID times, as travel may be difficult and it may be kind of difficult to get the document started and then processing it out and getting it back. It's kind of logistically difficult. We assist in a number of police clearance cases, mostly for clients that are processing cases with us, as well as clients that come to us toward the end of their process. We deal with police clearances rather frequently. The other thing to take away from this video is you'll sometimes hear it's almost like a wives' tale on some of the forums on the internet about, oh, if she has a criminal record or he has a criminal record, if your fiance or if your spouse has a criminal record, you can, just pay somebody and get a clean police clearance. I'm here to tell you that is definitely not the case. Even if it were, you shouldn't be doing it because it could be deemed as fraud and misrepresentation. In fact, I believe it would be deemed fraud and misrepresentation. Police clearances can either be issued which say they have no record, or if you have a record, they go ahead and define what that record is, and there's documentation associated with that. It's a slightly different process for a clearance on somebody that has no record as opposed to somebody that does have a record, as it takes a little longer to deal with all the documentation that needs to be issued to show the prior history. In fact, a prior criminal record may lead to what's called a legal ground of inadmissibility. And if you do find a legal ground of inadmissibility, that could result in a denial of the case. So the thing to take away from this video is that police clearances are an integral part of being able to get an interview in order to process a K-3, CR-1, or IR-1 visa. They're not to be they're not to be trifled with. Don't ever think it's a good idea that you can just sort of bribe your way out of one's police record. Like I said, that seems to kind of be hanging out there on the ether from times past. Again, I've been out here almost 15 years. I've never seen that be the case. And, I wouldn't want to be involved in it if it was, because the ramifications for that in the visa process would be pretty staggering and very negative. But yes, it is an integral process. We do handle some of those cases. We handle a lot of police clearances. And it's just something that's necessary in order to complete the process to get a K-3, CR-1, or IR-1 visa for the spouse of an American citizen or lawful permanent resident.